the emergence of the Black Klan and its protection by the dear leader, Barack Hussein Obama. In stunning revelations over the past several days, a former Justice Department lawyer, J. Christian Adams, has come out and now said clearly, conclusively, and unambiguously that Eric Holder's Justice Department is deliberately protecting black racists who have perpetrated voter intimidation against whites. The explosive case, for those of you that have not been following it, centers around what happened on Election Day, November 2008. Everybody was heading to the polls. It was one of the highest turnouts for a presidential election in years. And now, many liberal Democrats felt this was their moment. This was the time that they could finally elect their political messiah to the Oval Office. And at a polling station in downtown Philadelphia, members of what is called the new Black Panther Party descended upon a polling station wearing military-style fatigues, many of them walking around carrying batons, baseball bats, and steel pipes, were caught on video and on audio in front of dozens of witnesses, shouting racist epithets and obscenities at white voters and white people walking near the polling station. In other words, they did what the Ku Klux Klan used to do in the segregated South, except the skin color was reversed. They did everything in their power to intimidate, frighten, and browbeat people from voting. And in June 2009, the Justice Department pursued the case against these 4 Black Panther Party members, led by lawyers who had been working on voting rights and civil rights cases for decades. People like J. Christian Adams and his boss, Christopher Coates. They went in front of a court, and a court initially issued a deferred judgment saying that obviously these Black Panther Party members were guilty. The evidence was overwhelming they were guilty, that they did everything they could to intimidate voters and prevent them from voting. My friends, this is the cradle of our democracy. The right to vote. The right to be registered to vote. The right to have unfettered access to the polls. To not be threatened and bullied or frightened off when you go and decide to vote. And yet, even though the federal court gave a deferred judgment in favor of the Justice Department, stunningly, shockingly, inexplicably, J. Christian Adams says, from on high, Obama's political appointees, not career Justice Department lawyers like Adams and Coates, who have been fighting for voting rights going back decades, but people loyal to Eric Holder and the conman-in-chief, the comrade-in-chief, the usurper-in-chief, Barack Hussein Obama. They said, we're dropping this case, and we're dropping it now. And J. Christian Adams, to his utter horror, said, this is an open and shut case. We have him on tape. We have him on audio. We've interviewed dozens of witnesses. There is corroborative evidence and testimony all over the place. What else do you need? They were there shouting, saying, we're going to murder you, you crackers. The black man is coming to rule you, you white crackers. We have him on tape. If this was white Ku Klux Klan members doing it to prevent African Americans, this would be a national case. This would literally be a media firestorm. And instead, Adams said to his utter horror that the lawyers around him, the political appointees around him, told him explicitly, here, in the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department, the voting section of the Civil Rights Division, the people that are there to protect the very integrity of our elections, the very integrity of our right to vote. We don't prosecute black defendants if the victims are whites. My friends, they are basically now defending a racist, supremacist party, the new Black Panther Party. There is no difference between the new Black Panther Party and the Ku Klux Klan or La Raza, the other Hispanic supremacist group. All of them champion racist policies and racial supremacy, except one does it for the black race, the Klan does it for the white race, and La Raza does it for the Hispanic race. But notice the double standard. La Raza is considered a mainstream group and an ally of the Obama administration. The new Black Panther Party, they are now being covered up and protected by the Obama Justice Department. But the Ku Klux Klan, they are rightly relegated as a disgusting, repugnant fringe group that have no business showing their faces anywhere on the political landscape. Look at the blatant hypocrisy. And you want to see what a bunch of haters, what a bunch of black Klansmen these new Black Panther Party members are? Here is the man, the leader of this gang of thugs, these street thugs, who many of them with ties to the local Democratic Party in Philadelphia said, we will make sure not only to stuff the ballot boxes, but to prevent white people from coming to the voting booths. Here is the man, the guy waving the baton, the guy screaming expletives at white people. He goes by, I kid you not, he's like some tribal chieftain. His name is not just Samir Shabazz. I kid you not. It's King Samir Shabazz, like some African tribal chieftain. Here is King Samir Shabazz at a Philadelphia rally. Look at the hate. This was the man preventing people from going to the voting booth on that fateful day in Philadelphia in November 2008. Ray, roll clip 1, baby.
I hate white people. All of them. Every last iota of a cracker, I hate it. We didn't come out here to play today. There's too much serious business going on in the black community to be out here sliding through South Street with white, dirty, cracker whore on our arm, and we call ourselves black men with African garb on. What the hell is wrong with you, black man? You had a doomsday with a white girl on your damn arm. You want freedom? You're going to have to kill some crackers. You're going to have to kill some of their babies.
That's the man, King Samir Shabazz, who is being protected by Eric Holder and Barack Obama. That's the man on the video, waving a stick and a baton, threatening white people, preventing them from going to the polls that day. My friends, is this our America? Are we not descending into a third world dictatorship? This is the guy. Oh, that's very nice, Mr. Shabazz. That's very nice language you have there, Mr. Shabazz. Tell me, if this was a white Klansman, how fast do you think that Justice Department would be prosecuting the case? And here is J. Christian Adams, in his own words, saying he was utterly stunned. He and his boss, Christopher Coates, have all the evidence lined up. They're ready now to fully prosecute this thug, this hater, this racist, this black Klansman. And instead, a political appointee, Steve Rosenbaum, a pro-Eric Holder hack, tells Adams, without even reading the memos that Adams and Coates had filed, all the evidence, all the proof that they had, he didn't even read the memos. And he said, you know what? We're dropping this case.